In less than 2 decades, Tesla successfully convinced people to buy electric cars over gasoline cars, and we get it. These cars are extremely fast, and they are fun to drive. But even today, there exists one major problem with EVs, and that has to be the price at which these cars sell for. You see, the base model of the Model 3 costs around $40,000, and that's a lot of money for a lot of people. But what if we told you that things are about to change if Tesla announces the Model Q, which happens to be Tesla's most affordable electric car at a price point of just $25,000? If that caught your attention, stick till the end of the video to know a lot more. Hey there, welcome back to Space TechZone. Before we begin, consider subscribing to our channel for more content like this one, and while you're at it, turn on post notifications so that you never ever miss out on any of our future uploads. Drop a like for the video if you think a much affordable Tesla is around the corner. With all that done, let's get started. The future of the automotive industry is going to be electric, and we know that electric cars are quite expensive, especially considering the fact that batteries are the major components of any electric vehicle, and they constitute at least 40% of the total cost of a new electric vehicle. You should also take into consideration that Tesla is a very new company compared to legacy auto manufacturers that we have today, and they still do not figure out everything about manufacturing a car, and that too on a much larger scale. We witnessed how Tesla struggled with the production of Model 3, which happened to be Tesla's first mass-market production EV, and even then, this particular EV, as we mentioned earlier, costs about $40,000, which still does not make sense for a lot of people who just want something affordable. Gasoline cars, even today, make a lot of sense for the budget-focused people because you could even get a pre-owned car for less than $2,000, but you will never get an EV for that price. We were always sure that Tesla would someday be producing a much more affordable EV. This was confirmed when Elon Musk, during the Battery Day event held in September 2020, expressed his desire to make a $25,000 electric car. Tesla also wanted to make this car fully autonomous, and this new price point can be achieved only with the help of Tesla's new 4680 cells, and the battery manufacturing cost can be brought down with the help of these new cells. We're looking at a cost reduction of at least 50%. Right now, we don't have any official name for this particular model from Tesla, but it is also referred to as the Tesla Model 2, and it looks like it will be a hatchback that will be built in the Giga Factory Shanghai in China, and Tesla will be looking forward to exporting it globally. We came up with such a conclusion because Tesla announced their plans to establish a new research and development center in China to build a China-specific electric car for the Chinese market. We could expect this particular car to start production in 2023. But again, we know how Elon Musk's deadlines have always worked out in the past, so take this deadline with a grain of salt. So how exactly is Tesla planning to get this done, considering the fact that it is still a much smaller company when it comes to the number of vehicles sold? The first way to get this done would be if Tesla considers a partnership with a large volume vehicle manufacturer, and you guessed it right, it could be Toyota. And we have so many rumors surrounding this one as well. Surprisingly, this is not the first time Tesla and Toyota worked together. Toyota already had the second generation RAV4 EV way back in 2012, and this was made with the help of Tesla's technology, while Toyota sold their last of the 3.15% ownership in Tesla in 2017, a $50 million investment that is now worth $20 billion. It is believed that Toyota CEO Akio Toyoda and Tesla CEO Elon Musk have maintained a strong relationship ever since. Now, according to Korean newspaper Jusan Ilbo, a source within the Japanese auto industry has said that Tesla and Toyota are in the final stages to bring a low-cost electric SUV to the market. So how exactly is this partnership going to work out? Well, Toyota already has a fully electric ETNGA platform for their upcoming EV models. So you could expect Toyota to provide the same platform for a mass-produced low-cost vehicle for Tesla, and Tesla will be supplying the electric powertrain. Toyota will also be able to use Tesla's IT capabilities, according to our sources. Toyota happens to be a global brand, and if any brand that knows really well to make mass production vehicles that last really long, well, that has to be Toyota, because you could still see a 20-year-old Toyota running just fine. That shows how reliable Toyotas are, and that also shows the excellence of the engineering division of Toyota. Now, the other way to manufacture a much affordable Tesla would be with the newly announced 4680 battery cells. These batteries were announced last year during the battery event in September, and these are new tablet cells containing 6 times more power, 5 times more energy, and an increase of range by 16%. These have to be by far the best batteries that Tesla has ever produced, and these batteries will also be integrated into the body of the newer Teslas. Tesla is planning to extract lithium from the Nevada desert. The battery technology is something that is constantly evolving, and when you look at 2019, a Tesla battery pack would cost about $156 per kilowatt hour, and in the coming years, that cost could be around $70 to $80. And this is how Tesla is looking to reduce the cost of manufacturing of these cells, and with lower cost of batteries, you will always get much more affordable Teslas. So you might think that is about it. This is how Tesla is going to make things much more affordable vehicles. Well, there is one more thing, and that has to be the way these cars are built. We're talking about the Giga Press. Now, for those of you who don't know what a Giga Press is, these are giant die casting machines that can be used to cast large parts, and these are some of the world's largest die casting machines out there. The Giga Press happens to be the latest addition to Tesla's manufacturing process. Tesla will be using these Giga Presses to cast the body of the Model Y and will be having the Giga Press in almost every factory of Tesla moving forward. So wait, so how exactly is this casting different from every other casting that we had for the longest time in the production of automobiles? Well, Tesla will be using these die casting machines to replace the entire front and rear sections of the chassis, and this means that Tesla will no longer require small parts that are to be welded, glued, or riveted together. When you look at the rear underbody section of the Model Y earlier, it was a combination of 70 different parts of various materials that must be welded or joined together. But now, those 70 different parts are one single piece because of this casting machine. And Tesla will also be eliminating more than 300 robots in the production line. This means the entire production line will be much more streamlined, and Tesla can make sure that the car is also structurally much better than the existing cars out there, and the body will also be much lighter in terms of weight, and this will also result in a much better range. The use of the Giga Press will also help Tesla integrate the new 4680 cells really well into the structure of the car. But most importantly, this will also reduce the cost of manufacturing a car. And this is another way Tesla can reduce the prices of their cars. And a $25,000 Tesla is now making a lot of sense for Tesla with such huge die casting. Tesla is also revolutionizing the way how cars are built, and we are also seeing more manufacturers adopting such methods for the production of their cars as well. So what is our verdict on Tesla's 25,000 Model Q or Model 2, whatever it's called? Well, a much more affordable Tesla means that a lot more people will now have the option to switch to electric vehicles over gasoline cars. And you also need to take into consideration that once you buy an EV, you don't need to visit the fuel station ever again. So it makes a lot of sense to buy an EV over a gasoline car. A much more affordable Tesla will also be helpful to the owners of the Tesla models like Model X or Model S, because when there are more Teslas out there on the road, we will also be having a lot more service centers, and the availability of parts will also be much easier. But most importantly, we will also be looking at a huge network of superchargers. So this is a win-win situation for everybody. Let's hope that Tesla gets us this particular Tesla Model Q as soon as possible, because it will change the game for Tesla, and Tesla will once again bring in a lot more excitement in the automotive industry. With that, we have come to the end of our video. What do you think about Tesla's decision to launch a much affordable EV? Will this affordable EV act as a catalyst for people to switch to EVs? Do let us know in the comment section below, because we would love to hear from you all. Consider subscribing to our channel for more content just like this one. And while you're at it, turn on post notifications so that you never miss out on any of our future uploads. Do drop a like for the video if you think Tesla will be partnering with Toyota to make this happen. That's about it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you all in the next one.